You racing tonight?
Shh! Keep it down. We don't want the boss to know. Sure. You coming for once?
I might just do that. Catch you later. Here they come! That's Hawk in the lead. I told you he was good.
We'll see about that.
Off me, you idiots! What the hell did I do?
Calm down. Nobody means you any harm. Hawk, this is Commander Kramer. He'll tell you what's going on.
You better, before someone here gets hurt. Cool.
Welcome aboard. Now, don't touch anything and I'll take you through the instrumentation you see before you. This is the threat circle. That notch indicates north. As for its other functions, I'll demonstrate them later. The circle to your left is your scanner. Enemy units show up in red, friendly units in blue. If you ever need to review these messages, check out Aquila's message log in the pause menu.
All systems nominal.
You have two primary controls. One determines the direction of travel, and the other changes which way a killer faces. Okay, Hawk, I want you to maneuver the battle engine to the area marked on your HUD. Notice how objectives that you are given are marked as yellow dots on your scanner. Now make your way to the firing range for target practice. I'll mark the location on your HUD again. In a moment, we're going to activate your weapon systems. Here is your weapon indicator. This shows you what weapon is currently selected. It also allows you to keep track of its temperature or remaining ammo level. The IS-5 pulse cannon is your primary weapon. It can be fired rapidly or charged up to release a larger round. Now destroy the 3 tanks and that building marked on your HUD. As an energy weapon, it never runs out of ammo, but it can overheat. It is most effective against enemy vehicles or buildings. Tracking facilities, so it's really easy to use. There are 3 trucks nearby. Try the Vulcan cannon on them. We have limited ammo with this one, and it's only really effective against infantry or lightly armored units. Now let's see how you do against a few moving targets. Track them down using your scanner. Pick your targets carefully and don't damage the surrounding buildings. Aquila is also fitted with a zoom control. You can use this this to get a closer view of target at distance. Energy is used to power the shields in walker mode or enable you to fly in jet mode. It will regenerate whilst you're on the ground. This is your armor level. As Aquila takes damage, the protective plating gets destroyed. If this gauge reaches 0, then you're in big trouble. Aquila can also perform emergency dodge maneuvers. Rapidly moving left and right will cause her to dash right. That fighter is going to attack. Try using those moves to avoid these incoming missiles. Incoming missiles will show up as triangles on the threat circle. Triangles on the left of the circle are missiles to your left, and so on.
Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Incoming missile.
Not to worry. I'm sure you'll pick it up in no time. Now I want you to engage jet mode and land on that island to the south. Aquila isn't designed for aquatic activities, so be careful. To land safely, transform back into walker mode over the target and use your retro thrusters to touch down softly. Send over some remote drones. Take them out of the air in jet mode. Need I remind you about the water? In jet mode, push forwards to accelerate and back to brake. Nicely done. Bring Aquila to this location for the next section. Simply stand Aquila on top of this pad and wait. You might find these next drones a little more tricky. We've activated the weapon system. In a combat situation, making Aquila stray sideways makes you a considerably harder target to hit.
Incoming missile. Incoming missile.
Excellent work. I think we're done for now. Bring Aquila back here. We've got some diagnostics to run.
Energy low.
Not a bad little run for your first time out. What can I say? You're natural. Now get some rest. Tomorrow's a long day.
How'd I do?
Not bad for a first timer. Not bad at all.
Sir, we've lost contact with High Command.
Strange. Have you run diagnostics on all systems?
Yes, sir. It seems like our signal is being jammed by an external... About 3, no, 4 unknown contacts on approach vector. They're coming in fast, sir.
It's an attack. Sound battle stations and get me some air support up there on the double.
General, our forces have started their attack run. It looks like we've caught them completely by surprise. Their base doesn't stand a chance.
Looks like they're after the facilities. Protect the research center.
Enemy contact! Must spell land as they're deploying tanks!
Going to red alert. Hawk, see what you can do to help our forces, but keep Aquila in one piece at all costs. Don't let those enemy forces get into our base. We're dispatching a squad of sabers to help you. Stay behind our tanks and let them do the bulk of the work. You're not ready for combat just yet, son.
Incoming missile. overheating.
son.
Sir, we're pulling back. They've got the battle engine operational again, and they found another pilot.
You said it had all been taken care of. Don't you dare disappoint me again.
We've had communications breakdowns across the board. Reports are sketchy, but they suggest that, as of this morning, Muspel forces have staged a major invasion of our territory. We're still trying to find out exactly what happened. In the meantime, we've been ordered to move the battle engine to the firebase on Apollo.
But we haven't finished the testing program, sir.
High Command is aware of that. Facilities are being set up on Apollo to enable your team to continue the testing process. In the meantime, I want everything packed up and ready to go by 0400. Now let's move it, people!
It's incoming. Support from Apollo is coming, but a couple of minutes away. You got to get that thing out of here and keep them off us.
You got it.
Hey, Hawk! I'm in the last transport with the rest of Aquila's support equipment. Keep them off us, will you?
Enemy fighters are going after the transports. Don't let them get anywhere near. We're taking damage. Looks like the firebase is under attack as well. See what you can do to help.
Don't forget to keep an eye on Aquila's energy levels and steer clear of the water, Hawk.
More enemy landers have been sighted to the southeast of the firebase.
Micro missile cannon. Micro missile.
Looks like we've lost beta transport. We're taking damage. Enemy fighters are going after the transports. Don't let them get anywhere near. We're being shot at. Looks like the firebase is under attack as well. See what you can do to help. More enemy landers have been sighted to the southeast of the firebase. They're under attack.
Overheating. Vocal cannon. Pulse cannon.
Looks like we've lost beta transport. All enemy forces to the west of the firebase have been destroyed. No time for celebration, son. There are still enemy forces to the east of the firebase. We're under attack. Gamma transport has been taken out. They've taken out too many transports. What were you thinking?
Hey, Hawk! I'm in the last transport with the rest of Aquila's support equipment. Keep them off us, will you?
Enemy fighters are going after the transports. Don't let them get anywhere near. We're under attack. Looks like the firebase is under attack as well. See what you can do to help. Alpha transport is going down.
Don't forget to keep an eye on Aquila's energy levels and steer clear of the water, Hawk.
More enemy landers have been sighted to the southeast of the firebase. We're under attack.
Energy low. Vocal cannon. Pulse cannon. Weapon overheating. Vulcan cannon. Pulse cannon augmented.
All enemy forces to the west of the firebase have been destroyed.
No time for celebration, son. There are still enemy forces to the east of the firebase. Good work. Most of the transports made it to the base.
Vulcan cannon. Pulse
It looks like that's about it for the invaders. Good job, everyone. Listen up, son. We've suspected this invasion was on the cards for a while now. We hoped we'd have a little more time to prepare, but I guess that's not the case.
Take a look at this footage, Hawk. This is Lieutenant Louis Carver. He was one of our test pilots in the battle engine.
That's why Miss Kirilova put your name forward as a potential candidate.
Me? But I'm not military. Wasn't there anyone else?
No. I've seen you run those loaders. Face it, Hawk, you're natural.
Believe you me, son, I ain't happy about a sieve running around in our hardware, but it's the only choice we have. There's a lot of people counting on you right now, so we're gonna back you up any way we can.
Right.
We're under attack. Enemy airstrike to the south. Enemy ground forces have been spotted to the southeast. Looks like they mean business.
Okay, son, help our boys defend the firebase. Go after the bombers. Don't let them get to the base.
Incoming missile. Engine low.
We've lost the airfield!
Incoming missile. Engine low. Incoming missile. Backward missile. Micro missiles. Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Incoming missile energy low. Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Low. Incoming missile. Engine low. Incoming missile. Incoming missile.